Warrior fans, have family or friends who can't make tonight's game? They can still watch the live broadcast at our athletic website, NavyOut.com. Just click on the fan zone to catch all the action this season. That's NavyOut.com. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the 2018 Lady Warrior Volleyball team.
Even with great junior tears. Very good seniors. Very different junior setter. Lamar, senior, middle ball. David Couch, senior, Tay Rivera, junior, right side. Kate Denick, sophomore, DS. Kylie Vidra, senior. Will Williams, sophomore, defensive center. Madison Mora, Sheena Rourke, sophomore, Michael Floyd, sophomore, Cecilia Thomas, senior.
Welcome, Warrior fans, to the pregame show brought to you by Kimsey's Coffee. I'm Paul Anderson. I'll be on color commentary tonight, and I'm joined by Christian Goodrum, who will be on play-by-play. How you doing, Christian?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Let's get into some keys of the game. Number one, the Warriors need to stay consistent. We've seen in some games in the past where they've gotten out to big leads, and they just haven't been able to hold them. You know, for example, Preston Wood getting out to a 2-set lead and then losing the next 3 sets. If they're going to win tonight, they have to stay consistent. If they get out in the lead, they got to stay there. Much goes with number one is stay calm. If you get out into that lead, don't get nervous. Just make sure you're staying calm and make sure you keep playing and keep winning. Christian, what about number three?
Yeah, the big key here is defense. We got some great defensive players, especially our seniors. Kylie Goodrum, just all around, and Sociana as well, all around, playing really good. And then we got our 2 tall seniors, Bailey Lewis and Ella Marr. They're really playing outstanding at the net, really getting up, getting the blocks, and just hammer it down with the hit after that.
Absolutely. I think if the Warriors follow these 3 keys, we're going to see a big Warrior win tonight. All right, let's send it back down to the game. Have a great night.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Liberty Christian School for this afternoon's TAPS 6A district matchup between the Midland Christian Lady Mustangs and your Liberty Christian Lady Warriors. If you would, please rise for this afternoon's invocation, and then please remain standing as our national anthem today will be sung by Miss Avery Spittler and Miss Kylie Lewis, sophomores here at Liberty Christian. If you would, bow. Dear Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you so much for the opportunity for these young ladies to come and compete on this court today. Lord, we thank you for the gifts and the talents that you've given each and every one of them. Lord, we thank you for the schools that they represent. We thank you for the families that went out of their way to send them to these schools. Lord, we just praise you and thank you that each and every day we have the opportunity to come to a school where we can honor you, praise you, and teach about you. Lord, I just pray now that you would watch over each and every one of these young ladies, that you would keep them safe, and everything that they do would glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Oh, say, can you see why the dawn to be light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright shores through the
continue by announcing the lineups for our visiting team, the Midland Christian Lady Mustangs. Number 1, Andy Shepard. Number 3, Avery Jaws. Number 4, Faith Truex. Number 5, Skylar Espinosa. Number 8, Sydney Wilson. Number 10, Callie Gamble. Number 12, Lauren Battershell. Number 14, Avery Kaiser. Number 15, Rachel Ramos. Number 16, Shayla Ellison. Number 17, Lauren Danley. Number 18, Kat O'Brien. The Lady Mustangs are coached by Vanessa Ortega, Crystal Hernandez, and Ms. Taylor Clark. And now the lineup for your Liberty Christian Lady Warriors. Number 1, Parker Ford. Number 2, Kate Dunning. Number 4, Madison O'Rourke. Number 6, Bailey Shiplett. Number 7, Sosie Taumapea. Number 8, Ella Parr. Number 9, Kylie Goodrum. Number 11, Avery McRae. Number 12, Ella Marr. Number 13, Cameron Vera. Number 14, Madison Morrow. Number 15, Laura Williams. And number 16, Bailey Lewis. The Lady Warriors are coached by Miss Allison Carter and Miss Kim Grizzle. Ladies and gentlemen, it's game time.
All right, we're about ready to get going here. Final instructions for the girls. We're about to get this game underway.
Starting us off here in game 1, back for the Warriors. Number 1, Parker
All
Ford.
right, they're in their positions. We are ready to go. First point's going to go to the Warriors here. It's a good start to the game. Now they just need to stay consistent, stay calm.
Parker Ford back to serve. Continue that. Set by Bailey Shiflett. Free ball over there. And blocked by Midland Christian. And the hit attempt by Tyler Mitchell.
It was a good effort. They really, they were composed, they were calm, they were getting the ball around. It was a good block to open it up, but in the end, just couldn't get it done. And that one's going to go straight into the net for Midland Christian, basically just giving a free point to Liberty.
And back to serve. Now for the Warriors. And Midland with the hit. Kylie Goodrum with the nice hit, and Midland makes a good play. Bailey Shiflett with the set here. And what a hit. And it's out.
Oh. Tough break. It was a great setup, great hit. Just couldn't keep it in bounds.
Back for Midland, Shayla Ellison.
Set by Bailey Shiflett to Kylie Goodrum, and it'll be hit. Blocked by Midland Christian, but play on the ball. And it'll be hit by Midland Christian for a point.
Almost out there, just right on the line. Perfectly placed there by Midland Christian.
And served by Midland Christian goes out of bounds, and that'll be a point Warriors.
That's the second point off the serve that's going to go to the Warriors. If Midland wants to stay in this game, they're going to need to limit those mistakes.
Bailey Shiflett with the up. Kylie Goodrum with the set. And Madison Morrow with the big kill. Point Warriors.
And we've been seeing that all year from her. This freshman that transferred in early on in the year came in right as Kaylee Couch went out with an injury. She's really helped the Warriors, stay on track in their quest to get back to the state.
Yeah, and that comes from playing club ball all the time. My sources tell me that she did play at TV Black over the summer and just throughout the course of her career, which is a great team. I know a few of their teams have won national tournaments in the past. So really an outstanding player and a great addition to this Warrior team.
Well, when you think about that, it's really no surprise how well she's performed this year.
Midland with the serve here. And Kylie Goodrum with the attempt up, and it'll be a point Midland.
It was a good serve by Midland, perfectly placed. Kylie really had to reach for that one, and in the end just couldn't get it up over the net. What a powerful hit by Elamar.
And the Warriors picking up some steam here.
Look at this replay.
Damn. Good form all around by her. Very court aware where she's at. And she will be attending Colorado Christian University to play volleyball there next coming fall.
She really showed why there. That was a perfectly placed, perfectly hit spike.
Midland with the hit. Up by Elamar, and it seems to go out. It'll be another point Midland.
That's where Midland's getting most of its points. It's not necessarily on spiking it down. It's just, when they hit it with such force that when the Warriors try to save it, it just it falls out of bounds.
Oh, Madison Morrow with a nice hit, but it's blocked, and the Warriors put a play on it. Can she try again? And it goes out.
6-5 now. Liberty still in the lead.
Bailey Shiflett with the set. Madison Morrow with the big hit. Good up by Midland. Back to Liberty.
Going for it again.
Midland with the try. Up. Bailey Shiflett. And in the middle. What a place there by Bailey Shiflett. She's really gotten good at that little move of where you think she's going to set it and throwing it over the net. I'm sure there's a name for it, but she's really got, over the past 3 years that she's been playing, she's really improved with that move as the setter.
And it's so good. You know, we've seen her pull out that move so many times this year, and every time it just works to perfection. She's very court aware.
The nice try by the Warriors there, but Midland will be back to serve. Kylie gets in with.
That's going to be a point for the Warriors.
And Ella Barr with the nice hit there.
Midland trying to block it. It just goes straight out of bounds.
And Madison Morrow here with the serve. Bailey Shiflett to set. And Ella Barr again with the nice kill.
That's 2 great plays in a row from Ella Barr. Score 9-7 now for the Warriors.
Oh, and Kylie Goodrum with a huge hit.
A lot of force behind that hit.
I mean, she has a great vertical. She came very good court awareness there. She came from the back of the court, behind the 10-foot line, up to the net, and put the hammer down on it.
Seems we're having some difficulties with our scoreboard. The score is 8-8 now.
Kylie gets him again, but it'll be a double off of Bailey Shiflett for the Warriors.
You've kind of seen that issue
Back
with the
from
Warriors
Midland,
this year.
Andy Shepard.
You know, they've been really hurting themselves with those fouls and those mistakes. Now 9-9 score. And that one's going to go straight out off the serve from Midland. I believe that's the 3rd misserve by Midland in this game.
For the Warriors, Parker Ford.
Parker Ford back now with the serve. Midland with the hit. Nice up by Parker Ford. Bailey Shiflett. Kylie Goodrum, and it will not fall, but Midland makes a great play. Bailey with the set. And Elamar with a great hit. Right down the middle.
Off the tip on that one and just landed a little shy of where the Midland player was diving. A lot of force behind that hit, and she does generate a lot of force with her hits. It's really special to watch that kind of thing. Good serve.
Nice hit by Midland, and Bailey Shiflett with the set to Kylie Goodrum. Another play. Bailey Shiflett again to Kylie. And what a hit, what a kill.
That is 3 plays in a row where the Liberty Warriors have just dominated the ball over the net.
Parker Ford again. That's an ace.
What a great serve by Parker. Every one of her serves in this rally has just been perfect. That one placed absolutely perfectly right on the ends of Midland's hands.
Parker Ford again. Midland with a nice play. At the net. The juggle, and it will go to the Warriors. It'll be 13-9.
It's a 5-point run for the Warriors now. And it'll end going into the net.
You know, the Lady Warriors are really looking good here. They're playing some good ball. Some of the best I've seen so far. This Midland team, they're really good. They really came out to play, and it's going to be an interesting matchup for the rest. If they keep this up, though, I think they have a good chance of winning.
And that one just kind of got away from the Warriors. A little bit of desperation there, but, they got to stay composed. They still have a 3-point lead. It's 14-11. As long as they stay calm, stay consistent, they can get out of this.
Set by Bailey Shiflett. On the bar, a nice hit again.
And another very powerful hit over the net. It's been the MO for the Warriors tonight.
Alabar will sub out, excuse me.
For the Warriors, Avery McCray.
Avery McCray back to serve. And there's an ace.
Second ace of the night for the Warriors now.
That's something that they've been good at all year. Their serves have been pretty consistent. as far as I've seen. That'll be out in another point for your Lady Warriors.
That's going to be a timeout by Midland. Liberty really pressing down on the gas pedal there. They got out a 5-point run. Midland got a few points on them, but then Liberty stepped back on the gas and went on a 3-point run. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they're going to come out of this game with another win and keep their undefeated record in district. We will be right back.
And Avery McKay back to serve.
Let's see if Midland was able to make any timeout adjustments.
Nice hit. Bailey Shiflett with the set to Kylie. And it'll be a nice hit. And that'll be a point for the Lady Warriors.
4-0 run now for Liberty. Remember, they went on a 5-0 run when it was tied 9-9 to get up to 14-9. Midland got a few points on them, but now Liberty on a 4-0 run. Make that 5-0.
And what a block. I mean, Elamar really getting up there. Her vertical is outstanding. Really can meet anyone at the net and beat them. And that's a big shout out to Coach Neal, who has been training with these girls all year to get them in shape and ready for this season. And it's really paying off. And there it is again.
It's a 6-0 run now for the Warriors, their biggest of the night. Now only 5 points away from taking this set. And that point's going to go to the Warriors.
And I tell you, what a game they're playing. Truly outstanding this set. But they really did this last week, too, against All Saints. Really just took it to them at an away game in Fort Worth. Even coming off the buses, they were just ready to play, ready to get out there, ready to win. And they showed some really hard. But this game at home here, really playing like they want that trophy.
And that will end the point run by the Warriors. 7 points in a row from 14 to 21. They're now just 4 points away from taking the first set.
And a referee timeout to move the volleyballs as they seem to be in the way.
Very important. The ref puts his hands up like, hey, what are you going to do? Serving now, Midland.
Bailey Shiflett with the set to Kylie Goodrum. Nice hit, and that'll be a point for this. I mean, watch this replay. Outstanding form on Bailey Shiflett's side. And Kylie getting ready back there. Bam. You know, she's not too tall. She's only about 5'9".
It was such a powerful hit. Midland really had no chance of returning it.
And the set by Bailey Shiflett. Outside to Madison Morrow with a nice kill.
Again, Liberty just continues to keep the foot on the gas. Every time they get a chance, the amount of power that they generate to spike that ball into the ground really gives Midland no chance of return.
And Kylie Goodrum with the serve. Midland with the free ball. Set by Bailey Shiflett to Elamar.
Oh my gosh. It's really unfair with that. It's really unfair. You have no chance of return.
It's just too dirty. I mean, look at that. Wow. Be a timeout here. It's going to be 24-12. Liberty Warriors are up.
A timeout by Midland. I don't really see the logic behind this decision. We're about to be done with the set anyway. It's 24-12. I really don't see Midland going on a 13-point run here.
Join us on October the 5th for breakfast.
And just a reminder, on October 5th, there is an all-pro dad meeting with Coach Neal, the director of strength and conditioning here at Liberty. And that is October 5th.
Do you know where he is?
Man, the bench really excited there, as you can see. They're so excited to be ahead. They're just loving it. The fans are really getting into it, having a great time. Kate Dunnick, as you see, is having a great time. And there, look at Carson Blakely having the time of his life. With the serve. And that'll be it. There goes set one.
Set one is in the books. Liberty coming out to a commanding lead of 25-12. Well, Christian, we saw a lot of great stuff from the Warriors. We'll see you back in set two for hopefully more of the same.
And welcome back to the set two of Warrior Volleyball versus Midland Christian Mustangs.
The Warriors got out to a great start in set one. They're going to want more of the same if they're going to come out with a win tonight and stay undefeated in district play.
Yeah, they really are just playing well, especially in district. I mean, although we did lose to Argyle, it's a non-district game, so it doesn't count towards that, which is helpful. I was attendance. Paul, I believe you were in attendance as well.
I was.
It was an outstanding game. Really fought till the end. Just couldn't come away with the victory, but hoping we can do that today. And Midland with the serve. Nice dig by Madison Lamar.
Good save by Midland.
And Midland back over. And they call in the net on the Warriors. We're confused by that, but it's okay.
Here's what I was going to in the pregame show, keys of the game. They've got a good set under them. They just need to keep that going. Stay consistent.
Very shift with the serve. And it's blocked.
Midland's going to get out to a 2-0 lead to start off set 2.
Bailey Schiffer with the set. Kylie Goodrum and pokes it over. Midland makes a nice play. Good save by Lady Warrior defense. Set for Midland. Big hit, and Midland will get the point. Midland out to a good start here.
Yeah, you got to think they might have been saving something. Once they knew they probably weren't going to get the win in set 2, they might have just, take and try to save something and come out in set 2.
Yeah, like you said, the Warriors really got to keep their foot on the gas here. You can't let down their guard for any second. Even though they won the first game, it's all in the hands of themselves here. They can't just expect a close game.
Exactly, and it's so easy to, get comfortable and take your foot off the gas after you dominate so well in the first set. But they just got to remember, the game's not over yet. They still got to win 2 more. There's more game to be played.
And a big hit on Midland's side, and it'll be 4-1. The Liberty Warriors are down. And Midland back to serve here.
For Midland, Skyler Espinoza.
That's up by the Warriors. Pass Mar with the tip, and Midland will put a play on it. And it's out of bounds. Point Warriors.
We're just going to get back into this. They've started off down 2 points early. They're going to need a big run
Back for the
like the
Warriors.
few that they had in set 1. Great step. And a good block by Kylie.
And up to Massamaro with the big hit, and it is deflected. But Point Warriors there. I tell you what, the real Warriors is that they tend to, once they start getting a lot of penalties, it just continues to build up and build up. So they really got to keep the penalties down, keep the doubles down, stay out of the net, just really focus on what they have to do. Because once they start doing that, they can really hit the ball well and play defense outstanding. I mean, I think you were here a few weeks ago, but Madison Morrow made the most outstanding play I've ever seen. Kick the ball right back over the net, and just really good athletic people on the team that can come together and do something great.
Just like that, Parker Ford with a huge save, and that's going to be a point Warriors.
Slammed down by Madison Morrow. Wow.
It was a great save by Parker Ford, almost contorting her body backwards to get to that ball.
And Bailey Shiflett here to serve. Nice little floater down the middle. Set and hit. And that was a big hit on the first time.
All the Warriors need is just a big run like they had in the first set. Remember, it was kind of tight back and forth in that first set until the Warriors went on a 5-0 run and then a 7-0 run right after that.
Nice play by Madison Morrow, and Kylie with the free ball over the net. And it'll be another point for the Warriors as Midland is in the net again. That's the third time this game that they've done that, and we'll take all we can get. Beggars can't be choosers.
It's really starting to hurt them, all these silly mistakes. They definitely have more fouls this game than the Warriors do, and that is represented by the scoreline.
And Parker Ford with a nice block, and Kylie with the hit. And the Warriors now will be called for being in the net. The refs really keeping a good eye on the net tonight.
Midland's going to be back to serve now. Score 7-5, keeping it within range.
And a big hit there for the Lady Warriors.
And that's what they need. They need to keep the foot on the gas, make sure that they're keeping with those power hits over the net. Midland has not been able to counter those tonight.
For Liberty,
Parker Ford again back to serve. She had a really good run last game. Really just helped out in the lead. Nice hit on Midland side, but unfortunately the block was not good enough as it went out of bounds. Midland Christian back to serve here.
back for Midland City Wilson.
Back row hit on Madison Morrow, and it is a big hit. They're going to call her over net there. Or in the net, I should say. But Kelly Goodrum to protest.
We've seen that quite a lot this year. Kylie Goodrum basically being the spokesperson for Coach Grizzle. Anytime Coach Grizzle wants to talk to the ref, she'll send Kylie over there as sort of delegate.
I don't know about that.
I think that was off Midland on that one. I
Looked
think
like
that
a
was
little tip.
tipped out. Midland out to a 4-point lead now.
And Midland back to serve. And Ella Marr with a big hit. That ball flew across the court there. Kelly gets into the tip. And a big hit by Ella Marr.
Great court awareness there by Elamar, knowing where the defense was in that and putting it right in the middle where nobody was.
And the Midland coach protesting a lift there. I didn't see a lift, but they do have a better eye than us.
I'd call it even. I think Midland tipped it on one of those last ones that went to them. So it'll be just fine.
And shift it with the set to Ella Marr. Big hit and off Midland, and it'll be point Lady Warriors.
Elamar just packs such a punch behind that hit that, it doesn't matter what you do. If you try to block it, it's going to go out of bounds anyway.
Nice attempt by Midland there. Very good hustle, but the Lady Warriors will get the point.
Just a little miscommunication there on the Midland Christian side.
Midland okay with the serve. Get them to play. And they will not get over the net, and that's another point Warriors, and we are all tied up at 10.
And that was a great block, great defense, as we said. Third key of the game was defense. You got to make sure you get in those blocks.
Really shifting with the tip again, said last game. Man, she's really gotten good at that. Just when the defense is getting ready for a big hit, she reads it and sees a hole and fills the hole with the ball.
Great court awareness. This is now a 5-point run for the Warriors. Make that a 6-point run, as Midland's going to get caught in the net for the 4th time this set. Liberty now takes the lead for the first time in set 2.
Good play by the Warriors. Get the ball back. A nice play. Good hit. Great defense by the Lady Warriors. Kylie gets them over the net. And they'll be out. I think our scoreboard might be a little off. I do believe it's Midland 12, Liberty 11.
Yeah, I think that last point where it was in the net, I think that was a penalty against the Warriors and not Midland.
Hit by Elamar, and a big hit, and it comes right back over the net.
Great defense on both sides. It's going to be a point for Midland. We're still trying to get that scoreboard updated.
Haley Shiflett again with a nice set over the net. It just falls right into place.
You know, we've seen her do that about 5 times in this matchup, and she's so good at it. And just every single time, it's right where she needs it to be.
And Kylie Goodrum back to serve. She's got a real good jump serve. In my opinion, one of the best on the team. Out, and that's another point from the Lady Warriors.
This is what Liberty needs to do. Just get on these runs. Don't let Midland have any room to breathe.
Kylie back again to serve. Coach Grizzle giving her the spot. And it looks like a double there, perhaps. And it was a double.
Just another penalty on the side of Midland. Both teams have been giving up a lot of penalties tonight, but Midland for sure has given up the most.
Kylie Goodrum with the serve again. Midland just drops it in the middle. Good job on Midland there, finding the gap in our defense. But I'm sure that we'll fix that.
Scoreboard, I think, getting worked on right now. Once we get that up, we'll inform you.
For Midland, Skylar Espinoza.
There's some more big hit, but it's blocked by Midland.
Midland did a good job with that block. I feel like they're almost making some mid-game adjustments, figuring out what the Warriors are trying to do, and trying to stop that at every point.
And here we have it. The score was Midland 15, Liberty 14. Not too bad. Close game here. A lot closer than the last game.
Absolutely.
25-13 if I'm correct.
Yep, Midland's already outscored themselves in set 1. But Liberty keeping close behind. This is going to be a close one down to the end.
Lamar with a big hit. Great defense by the libero of Midland. Good back row.
They won't be able to block that one. That one goes off to the side, down onto the court.
We are all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be 15-15.
Both teams 10 more points.
And now Lamar here. Once again, if you're just joining us, Liberty won the first set. It is now 1-0. It's 15-15. Midland with a nice kill there. It'll be 16-15.
This has kind of been the theme of this set, just going back and forth. You know, Midland got up to a big early start lead, but Liberty able to close the gap, but it's just back and forth, back and forth.
Bailey Shiflett, nice set. Has to work with the hit. And wow, what a hit from Midland. I mean, really, their hitters have been just outstanding this second set. Good matchup between our hitters. I mean, we have just an amazing matchup. I mean, look at this. You have Madison Morrow, who's just been outstanding. Ella Marr, who hits it so hard. And, of course, Kylie Goodrum and Bailey Lewis are great. And Madison Morrow with the big hit.
That's par 4 of the course for her tonight. She's been doing it all game long, and then just hasn't found a way to stop her.
Bailey Shiflett back to serve now for the Lady Warriors.
Bailey Shiflett in that first set, giving the Warriors a 5-0 run. They're going to look to repeat that here.
And wow. The tables have been turned, and it's now 17-all again. And this has been just an outstanding game to watch. Compared to the first, I mean, it's fun to win by a lot, but these close games are really what make it interesting. Big hit by Massimo. Great play. You know, the libero on Midland has been playing really well today. And we keep hitting it. I think eventually we'll get that.
Now it's not going to be able to be returned by Madison Morrow. It's going to go 18-17.
Serving for Midland, Andy Shepard.
Midland with the serve. The Lady Warriors. And Coach Grizzle's not too happy about that one.
I think Coach Grizzle arguing that they were a little bit in the net there.
And I have to agree with your call. Bar, nice hit. Good defense by Midland. And coming over is the free ball. Set by Bailey Shiflett. Out of bounds. Point, Lady Warriors.
Liberty just keeping it in that nice 1-point margin gap.
It'll be 18-19. Your Lady Warriors are down 1. They're now serving Madison Morrow. Midland with the set. Tip. Back row set to Kylie Goodrum. And we'll go over. And point, Lady Warriors, as Midland was in the net. It'll be 19-all, folks.
And I've been keeping count on my piece of paper here. That's the 6th time in this set alone that Midland has been in the net. They're really going to need to cut it out there if they want, to have any chance of winning this set.
Nice hit from the Warriors there. Parker forward with the back row set to Kylie Goodrum. Nice little hit over. Midland to rebuttal. There's a call, and the point looks like it's going to Midland. Didn't quite catch the call there, but
It was a great effort by the Warriors to get back there and try to salvage anything out of that play, but just a penalty early on.
Rachel Ravens.
Kylie Goodrum with a nice hit. Midland will put it back over. Big hit. Set. Bar with a nice hit. Free ball. And Kylie Goodrum with another nice hit. A good play by Midland there. Parker Ford diving to try to get the ball, but unfortunately could not. Back. And it'll be 21-19. The Lady Warriors are down, but not out.
And we've seen this a lot whenever the Warriors are kind of in this situation going into that 20-point range down. They usually have a good run, about 3 or 4 points to kind of get them in. And there's the start of possibly a good play.
Let's see who's back to serve. Looks like Parker Ford, who actually did start him on that last run that they had. I think it was 5 or 6 points.
Correct. Last set, they were at 14 points. Parker Ford, off of serving alone, got them up to 21.
And the ref will call it. Midland Christian could not get the ball back over, so that'll be a point for your Lady Warriors.
It's now tied up. Both teams just need 4 more points to win this set. We're going to come out here in this game with a 2-0 set lead going into the third.
It's 21-all. Midland with the hit. And it'll be a back row hit over. And then again with another hit, but it's blocked. And it'll go out of bounds. That's a point, Warriors, and they finally take the lead after being down for so long.
Almost hit the ref there, and I believe that is either the first or the second time Liberty has taken over the lead in this set. Midland has really been doing a good job of staying out ahead, but Warriors here near the end of this second set have found a way to come back on top.
And then they'll take a timeout there.
All right, it's going to be a timeout, Midland. They're going to try to regroup.
And
The video board starts playing, and we'll be right back.
How are you? Yes, I can see that. Thank you.
Back to serve for the Warriors.
Warriors so far on a 3-point run here, oddly reminiscent of last set.
Still serving for
And here we go. It's 22-21. Your Lady Warriors are back on top. And Parker Ford now serving. Midland to set. And up. And then it'll be over by Kylie Goodrum. Midland hits it, and it goes out of bounds. That's another point for the Lady Warriors.
4-point run now for the Lady Warrior more to lock out this set.
And a big hit by Midland, and it seems that they'll get the point. So it'll be 23-22. The Lady Warriors are on top.
That point run stops at 4, but Warriors have been doing it all night. I'm sure they're going to get back on track here. They need 2 more points.
And set by Midland Christian. And point Midland again. They'll be tied up at 23. And time out. Liberty. Welcome back after the timeout break. It is 23-23. Liberty. And they'll score the point. It is 24-23 in the second set. If you're just joining us now, it is 24-23. Liberty Warriors are up in the second set. They did win the first set. So this would be a huge win, right, Paul?
Correct. They really do want to get out to a 2-set lead to open this game up.
All right, and there it is. Second set belongs to the Lady Warriors.
It's a great start. You know, they won the first set in convincing fashion. That one went very much down to the wire, winning 25-23.
And I mean, really playing outstanding. Really playing.
Warriors will be looking to come into this third set to try to start off a little better than they did in the second set. They got off to a slow start, but found their groove, had some good point runs there late to give them the win. But if they're going to want to close this game out in 3 sets, they're really going to need to have a better start than they did in set 2.
Agreed.
Now in the set break, we will be right back to start set number 3.
No, I don't think that's ever.
All right, welcome back, people.
Start us off here at game 3.
I'm Christian Goodrum.
Warriors, Avery McCray.
Color commentator Paul Anderson.
How you guys doing?
Liberty back to serve. Nice play by Parker Ford, set from Bailey Shiflett, and a big kill by Elamar.
That's a great start. They're gonna want to get off to a really good start in this set, unlike at the beginning of set 2.
And another set by Avery McCray. Midland serve. And it'll be on Liberty as the up ref called it out.
It's going to be a 2-0 start for the Warriors.
Interesting call. You don't see. Actually, I'm apologies. The line judge called it out. It's rare to see that the line judge calls it out at the pole like we do, but occasionally it does happen. And there's another point for your Lady Warriors as that one is out.
Warriors getting off to an excellent start here. 3-0 started off.
And back to serve for the Warriors. Avery McCray again. And set by Avery McCray to Parker Ford over the back. And another point for the Lady Warriors. Just absolutely dominating the game.
And this is what we talked about earlier, these big point runs where they just get out ahead. In the first set, you had Bailey Shiflett with a 5-point run. Also in the first set, Parker Ford, 7-point run. At the end of the second set, Parker Ford with a 4-point run. Right now, Avery McCray on a 4-point run.
Wow, what I mean, really, just staying consistent throughout the game is what they did. We said that would be a huge key to the game, and really, they have been just keeping the pressure, never relenting, and it's been really impressive to watch. Set by Bailey Shiflett. Kylie Goodrum with a nice kill. It'll be 5-1. Your Lady Warriors.
In addition to keeping consistent, they've also stayed very calm. You know, in that second set, they got down early. Midland came out swinging and had a 4 or 5 point lead at one point, and they were able to and pick up set 2 as well.
Kylie with a nice serve on the net, and it'll stay on that side as the Lady Warriors get another point.
Serving for the Warriors, Kylie Goodrum.
Oh, wow. Big hit by Midland. It'll be 6-2.
It's a good 4 point lead to start off set 3.
Midland back to serve now. The Lady Warrior defensive has just been outstanding today. Just playing amazingly. There was a double call, I believe, on Bailey Shiflett.
It's going to be the first penalty of set 3.
Kylie Goodrum with a big hit. Oh, sorry, LMR. Big hit. And it'll be out of bounds by Midland. So point. Oh, I'm sorry. They called a tip on the.
Kylie Goodrum going
For Midland, Shayla Ellison.
You're 10 on 5, chill. You're definitely 10 on 5, chill.
Score now 7-4. Our scoreboard's a little off.
For the Warriors, Ella Marr.
LMR with the serve. Score is 7-4. The Lady Warriors up. Check that. Oh, out of bounds. It'll be 8-4.
Warriors doing a good job of keeping the separation in this set. They don't want to have it close. They want to get out to 4 or 5 point leads at a time.
Yeah. Oh.
Substitution for Midland.
Yeah, I'm keeping calling.
Serving for Midland, Andy Shayla.
Midland with the serve now. Bailey Shiflett with the serve. Kylie back row hit. And that'll drop down.
And now it's just back and forth, just like set 2. But the difference is Liberty's keeping a lot of separation. You know, in set 2, it was back and forth, but it was a matter of a 1 point game. Liberty got off to a good start in this set, so it's back and forth, but it's a 4 or 5 point game.
And a double on Midland's side, so that'll be a point for the Lady Warriors.
Second penalty for Midland in this set. That's really what hurt them in set 2. A total of 7 in that set of just being in the net. Both teams just trading off points now. Liberty still with a 4 point lead.
I thought I was.
For Midland, Rachel Reynolds.
Madison Morrow with a nice tip over the net. Midland with a big hit. Parker Full with a nice play, and Bailey Shiflett tries her best but cannot put a play on it.
3 point lead now for the Warriors, 10-7.
And into the net, and Warriors will get another point. They're keeping the 4 point lead. Interesting rotation that the Warriors are using tonight. Right now on the court, we got Madison O'Rourke, Ella Barr, Kylie Goodrum, Bailey Shiflett, Parker Ford, and Madison Morrow.
Speaking of Madison Morrow, that's a great serve and an amazing ace on that hit.
Interesting enough, the lineup currently in right now is not a very tall lineup, which you think means it's better, but not necessarily. These players are very athletic and can maneuver the court and are all very aware of what's going on. So really playing good, really, really smart volleyball on behalf of Coach Grizzle and the team.
Score now 13-7.
Set by Bailey Shiflett to Kylie Goodrum. Big hit. Bailey Shiflett with the set. To Ella Barr. And that'll fall. Point. Lady Warriors.
Set 3 starting to look a lot more like set 1. That's going to be a timeout for Midland. It's now a 7-point lead for the Warriors. 14-7. In the beginning of this third set, we will be right back.
Done in the stands. If you would, please make your way to the concession stand. Shelton Dunn to the concession stand. Thank you. Serving for Liberty, Madison Morrow.
Now an 8-point lead for the Warriors.
Madison Morrow with the serve here. Midland with a nice hit. Good defense by Kylie Goodrum, but it will fall into the net.
It's a good 4-point run there by Madison Morrow.
I tell you what, that was a great play on behalf of Kylie Goodrum. She really, all throughout her volleyball career, she's really just given a lot of effort into saving the ball, never letting it hit the floor. And she's instilled a lot of those values into the team. It's really evident this year as her senior leadership. And there's another big hit for the Lady Warriors, and that'll be a point. It is now 15-8.
16-8.
16-8, you're right.
Now just 9 points away from wrapping up this game and remaining undefeated in district play.
But they got to keep the foot on the gas, never letting go, because they know that you can never stop or the lead will be shortly diminished. And out of bounds, off the Lady Warriors, trying to block it. And it'll be 16-9. Lady Warrior lead.
Getting back into a little back and forth, but now instead of a 4-point lead for the Warriors, it's a 7-point lead. So they can do that back and forth for the rest of the game and still have a big lead, and this thing will be over quick.
And if you're just joining us, we want to thank you for watching this broadcast. Thanks to all of our sponsors.
Absolutely. For joining us now, go ahead and do a quick recap. Warriors won set 1 in convincing fashion, 25-13. Set 2, very different, of course, went down to the wire. Warriors winning 25-23. And, I mean, they came out in this set 3 just very determined, out with a purpose, and just got out to a quick lead, and it's really shown here.
And a nice kill there for the Lady Warriors. Really putting the hammer down. The Warriors did win the first 2 games, so it is 2-0. And this will be the third set that they're up 17-10.
Serve for Liberty, Avery McRae.
Out of bounds on Midland. It's now going to be an 8-point lead that ties the biggest lead that the Warriors have had this set.
Nice try there by the Warriors, but Midland will score a point. Still a commanding lead for the Liberty Warriors.
7 more points that they need to lock up this game.
Out of bounds, and that'll be another point for the Lady Warriors.
For Liberty, Kylie Goodrum.
And Kylie Goodrum goes into the net there.
Back from Midland, Shayla Ellison.
A big hit into the net.
Good crowd shot there in the student section.
And pretty consistently, the student section has been quite big this season. Compared to last season, I mean, it is exponentially bigger.
And a lot of school spirit for this volleyball team this year.
Nice hit by Madison Morrow. Man, she's really good at that outside hitting, and one of the best on the team, if I might say.
Point margin remains at 7. Liberty just needs 5 more points to wrap up this game in 3 sets. It'd be a huge district win, as Midland is also undefeated in district play.
It's 20-13. And that'll be point Midland.
Back from Midland, Andy Shepard.
And a really good game by the Warriors so far. It's 21-15. Lady Warriors are up. Bailey Shiflett now to serve. Set by Midland. Out of bounds, but no call. Looks like it's going to be a redo play. Bailey Shiflett will be serving. Don't really necessarily know what happened, but they will be redoing it. And there's another point for the Lady Warriors.
Timeout, Midland.
No more Miguel.
Now in a timeout. Liberty just a few points away from locking this game up. Stay tuned. After this game, we're going straight in to the post-game show. Brought to you by Bill Letter Ford.
Serving for Liberty.
Make sure to tune in to
Bailey
Shiflett.
Warrior Vision
Shiflett.
Live or at navyout.com/live, I believe. If you can't find that, I would just go to navyout.com.
It's going to be another point for the Warriors. Now 2 points away from remaining undefeated in district.
We'd also like to take this time to thank our Warrior Club. Warrior Club this year is new in integrating fine arts and integrating sports, just making them one. It's one school. really awesome what they're doing with that.
And that's been a big help, bringing in a lot more money into our sports programs, into our fine arts programs, and into some of our academic programs as well when our academic teams go out for some TAPS competitions.
Absolutely. 23-16 the score, set by Bailey Shiflett. And it seemed to be out. Lady Warriors were looking for a tip, but I guess that
Serving for Midland, Rachel Ramos.
Liberty still with a commanding 7-point lead, now a 6-point lead. Still just needs 2 more points to close this game out in just 3 sets. Remember, this Friday at home, your Liberty Christian Warriors will be having a football game against Austin Hyde Park. On track after the crushing loss last Friday against China Springs.
Also coming up, we got another volleyball game this week. It'll be interesting to see how coming off this hopeful win here. We get 1 more point. Madison Morrow back to serve.
Great slide by Parker Ford there to get it over. It's going to be out of bounds on the Warriors. We're putting up a little bit of a fight here right at the end, but we should get this last point here. Send the fans home happy. And that's it. Warriors will take the game in 3 sets. It was a dominant win from the start. Your Liberty Warriors will now in district play, remaining undefeated. It's a great team win tonight. Stay tuned for the post games. All right, that was a great game, Warriors. Your Liberty Christian Warrior volleyball team taking that game in 3 sets and advancing to 4-0 in district play. Just a quick points going over the game. You know, the Liberty Warriors had some great defense out there, and they really stayed consistent. They stayed calm. They had a lot of great point runs that really pushed them out ahead, especially in that first set. You had Bailey Shiflett, going on a 5-point run, Parker Ford going on a 7-point run, Parker Ford again in the second set going on a 4-point run. Avery McCrae and Madison Morrow both having 4-point runs in that third set to really boost the Warriors to a win. Christian, what Liberty events do we have coming up?
Well, a big event tomorrow is Kylie Goodrum on the volleyball team's birthday. Happy birthday, Kylie. And then Thursday, the volleyball team will be traveling to TCA, which is Trinity Christian Academy. And then also Thursday, we have a football game at home against Austin Hyde Park. And so that'll be interesting. And then fine arts news, we have a choir concert coming up in the next 2 weeks. So make sure to get tickets to that, and there'll be $5 at the door. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
I've been Paul Anderson on Color Comedy. He's Christian Goodrum on Play by Play. We'll see you next time.